Hey, and welcome back. It is officially episode 42 of the Disney News Podcast. We have no idea what the topic is tonight. Just kidding. We have researched. We have had, believe me, more than ample time to get ready for this episode because we have canceled our last two scheduled recording sessions. So this better work. This better stick. But we have got a whole ton of stuff coming at you. Brand new topic, brand new interesting facts. Just a lot of good stuff. Pure solid gold podcast material. Taylor, are you there? What's happening?
When hinges breathe in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls, whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deadly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
There's no turning back now.
With those eyes, Taylor, there is no turning back. I would know. God dang it. Very smart. What is going on? It's dark at your place. It's not even Halloween. What are you doing? I mean, I thought I heard. What was that?
Our episode is the Haunted Mansion. So that was the Haunted Mansion soundtrack.
How about it? Who did that? What in the world am I looking over your left shoulder? Tell us what we're looking at.
So in honor of the Haunted Mansion, Lunchbox, or Box Lunch, not Lunchbox. Lunchbox was a kid I played high school basketball with. Box Lunch, which is a store, a national store, had these Haunted Mansion displays, as you can see right there. Window cling with the new Gracie Mansion from the new Haunted Mansion movie. Mm-hmm. They had those on sale, or not on sale, but you had to donate, make a little donation. And yeah, I made a donation.
You had advised me. You said, Abbott, there's a lunchbox. I mean, there's a box lunch. And I myself had a roommate in college that I called Lunchbox. He really never knew he was called Lunchbox, but that's just kind of his quote-unquote name. Tons of fun, Lunchbox, whatever. You said to me, you advised me, yeah, I got this poster, got this mural. It's what by what? How many feet by what feet? It's huge.
It's
what are we talking?
I'd say it's probably 2 by 6 feet.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's the size of an adult male, at least lengthwise, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And then I looked into a couple more things.
Okay, what am I looking at?
This is Professor Phineas Plump.
Mm-hmm.
Let me plug in real quick.
Yeah.
Professor Phineas Plump, right here.
Yeah.
And then Ezra Bean, 2 of the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. I can't find the other one. It's not that I can't find it. I just haven't looked for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a popcorn bucket. Oh, I didn't realize that. Cool, man.
Super.
Oh, look at that. Did they sell that in the parks, or was that part of the movie promotion at the theaters?
They sold it at the parks.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
I don't know how you get the zipper out, but it's a zipper.
Well, it's at the very look at the top hat. Look at the top hat.
I can't get it out. Like
you can't get it out. Ah, that's what she said.
Oh, here it is. Right
here.
There
you go. See, there you go. You're welcome. It only took me LASIK eye vision or laser eyes, that I like to call them, from all the way here in on my computer screen across Eastern United States. No, that's awesome, man. Man, you're all in. I mean, I feel like I am ill prepared. I have zero, and it's one of my favorite attractions. Now, I have not seen the brand new Haunted Mansion movie, and I've fallen asleep 3 times trying to finish the night. Is it 2003? I was about to say even 93, but the 2003 version, the Eddie Murphy, the donkey. I'm a donkey. The Eddie Murphy version of the Haunted Mansion. Some might say, based on what you told me, and based on, and please don't give me any spoilers, because I am attempting. Even though my wife Emily is going to be working this weekend, it's going to be leading the bachelor life, single dad's syndrome this weekend with my 3 kids. Say it again.
Take the kids.
I'm taking the kids. We're doing that Saturday. That's it. How long is the movie? Is it pretty long?
2 hours and 4 minutes.
That's fine. That's not a big deal. My oldest son, when he was a little bit younger, when we watched, what is the snack of choice for the evening? Cheese puffs. Wow. What is that? Mini donuts? Donut holes? Donut holes. Got you. Does a body good. Shaking it down with a sun drop, my friend. Is that the drink of choice? The thirst quencher? I knew it. I'm not telling you what's in my mug. One might only guess. Might lead me to my early death, and I'll become one of the 999.
I'd be the
happy
1,000th
haunts.
ghost.
I'd be the 1,000th.
Yeah.
That's a hard word to say 1,000 times in a row. 1,000th happy haunt. No, my friend, because I came prepared. I came equipped. This is my version of flair. Look at this. I can't even move the hat. It's my trucker hat that I got last time that I went to Disney. Love this thing. This thing is legit. It is comfortable. And I've been watching YouTube videos, and the people that have been buying this hat, it is a popular hat. It had just dropped when I was there. Didn't realize, just saw it at the Emporium, went, that's mine. Mostly women have been buying this hat. And that definitely really causes a little bit of buyer's remorse. But you know what? I'm gonna live with it. I wear the hell out of it. So I'm just gonna stick with it. I agree with you. You're undressing me with your eyes, and I'll kind of prop the hat up there, but that's okay. We'll get a little better angle. Look at that beast of a man. Sexy. But going back to what's the topic? Just kidding. Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
It's not often that you have a ride that actually gets a movie developed after it. What rides have movies developed after them?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
Jungle Cruise.
True. Space Mountain.
Does it?
No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just curveball. Trick question. Hot shot.
What else?
One more. The topic of our episode tonight.
That was a given.
Obviously, haunted. Come on, man. Come on. Throw me a bone. Ugh, whatever. But yeah, man. That is a great topic. It's relevant. It's cutting edge. Even though the movie's been out, coming up on 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Be honest with me, and no spoilers. Tell me, it hasn't done as hot, and I'm not trying to make a hot take, not trying to be controversial. It hasn't done as well at the box office. I don't know the budget, not trying to downplay it, but we're going to get the
budget was like 300 mil, maybe
300 million. And it's not doing as they
unfortunately. When we went, I went on a lunch break.
Yeah.
Because
long lunch break.
I had a 2.5, 3 hour lunch break. I was like, I'm gonna take full advantage of it. So went, and the movie theater, I went with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife was working, and my 2 girls were at their grandma's house. So the movie theater was full.
At lunch on what day of the week?
On a Monday.
Dang, man.
Granted, it's still summer, but still, it was cool. I liked it. I really did.
Liked it or loved it?
I mean, I
You're kind of
teetering on the love.
okay.
I thought it was well done. There's some things that could have been done better.
Sure.
I thought it was way better than Indiana Jones.
Wow.
Way better.
Okay. Controversial. Based. You're going against your nature when you say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some acting jobs could have been axed.
Mhm.
I thought Lakeith Stanfield he did a really good job. He's the main character.
Yes.
I wanted to see. I'm not going to spoil it, but
Please don't.
overall, scale of 1 to 10.
Mhm.
I heard Rotten Tomatoes is giving it like 46, I think, or something like that.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I know. 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 8.176.
Okay. Arbitrary number, but not into rounding up or down. I like it. We can round down. Well, simple math. But now is there a little bit of an inverse of the scores compared to audience ratings? What is the audience rating?
Yeah, the audience, I think they like 89%.
Is it pretty high? Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go. I mean, it's true, and it's going to be those Disney fanatics, those that it's near and dear to their heart. Now, it is themed more. Would you say this is more of a Disneyland version, Haunted Mansion? Because what I see in that picture, it looks like the one from New Orleans Square.
Yes. It's New Orleans based, so it's like Disney.
Oh, it is. Okay. I read that.
It's based in New Orleans, but the thing is,
got you.
A lot of people have said product placement for the movie.
Oh.
I don't know what they're talking about. I guess they're talking about the ride.
Yeah,
it's verbatim the ride.
That's cool.
It's
Very cool.
really, really cool.
Well, that's what you want. That's what you want.
When you're sitting in the movie theater, it's like you're on the ride for 2 hours and 4 minutes.
That's great. See, I want that.
And like
I know that I'll enjoy that.
Yeah, I wanted to go see it in the 4DX movie theater, because it would apparently, I had somebody that was on Facebook, I read, they went to see it, and it was like they said you rode the ride, but you mixed in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, like the roller coasters on top of it, because it was that good.
So tell me. Now, what is this I mean, I know 4D is like, are you actually feeling? Do they have like effects? They have like
water, mist.
Okay.
Wind,
wow.
smells.
Shut up, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
There's one in Charlotte if you want to go.
Really? I'm down. Tomorrow. Yesterday. Sunday. Crap. Shut down the podcast. We're taking a month break. We're watching this every weekend. Sorry, people. We know you don't listen and watch anyway. Screw you. We're out of here. That's awesome. I didn't realize I knew that was a thing at back apparently what we're based upon theme parks. That's awesome, man. Wow. Yeah. Okay, like it's a Bug's Life, like that kind of thing. Not that extreme on that scale, but still in that vein. On that on that scale. Wow.
But I'll tell you right now, it was a good movie.
That's great.
It was a really good movie.
I'm excited.
After you see it, we can do a follow-up on Easter eggs in the movie. There's one, I've been watching a couple people give their reviews and Easter eggs and stuff like that. There is one thing that no one is saying, which is very, very cool, that I picked up.
Okay. I'm intrigued. It's taking every ounce of me not to ask.
All I'm going to say is the Hatbox Ghost, his name is Alistair Crump.
Okay.
That's a spoiler. I'm sorry, but you need to know it.
You're fine.
His house comes in the picture.
Cool.
And his house looks very similar to Walt Disney World's Haunted Mansion.
The wheels, they are turning. Interesting. Okay. Well, if I wasn't intrigued and looking forward to it before, Lord knows I'm anticipating a fever pitch.
And unfortunately, Disney has come out and already said they've scrapped all sequels and prequels and all that stuff. But I think they could have easily done a prequel and given you the history of Alistair Crump, the Hatbox Ghost.
That would be cool.
Or do a Disney Plus.
At least that. Never say never. I mean, if they're going to make live remakes of every single animated movie, like the sequels of the animated movies, the trilogy of The Little Mermaid, That's not a thing. But apparently they're going to have a live action trilogy, I'm sure, at this point.
Yeah.
Whatever. Because
Yeah.
next thing you know, the latest one I heard about was Princess and the Frog. That's in development. Every single animated whatever is Lilo and Stitch in development. Moana in development. But I digress. Taylor, I'm just going to taking a step, kind of lateral move, what have you been up to? Because we have not recorded in way too long. So what in the world has happened to you? What's the latest?
Just working and living the dream. And
Well, that leads me to question.
What have you been up to?
Oh, that's not important. That's irrelevant. Don't let me be an anchor to this podcast. Don't let me derail.
I really want to know what you've been up to.
I'll tell you, I feel like we're off to a great start. I don't want to pump the brakes on momentum. Fine. I had COVID. I went to, wow, just jumping. I had COVID. Oh, I'm jumping in way too fast. In the meantime, since we have recorded, I have been to a Braves game. Got to see the Braves play the Brew Crew, the Milwaukee Brewers, and got to see them beat the brakes off of them. And then the following weekend, the last little mini vacation with my children, with my family, my near and dear wifey Pooh. That's what she prefers, wifey Poo Poo. Just kidding, my wife. We took the kids down to Charleston. We are very fortunate, lucky to have family that has a townhouse in downtown, and boy, did we take full advantage. We were basically like sardines in a casing, hot dogs in a casing.
Yeah.
And we were shoehorned into that townhouse, but man, we had such a good time. Ate, drank, went to places we hadn't been to in years. We're talking over 18 years because I've met my bride in Charleston. So that's kind of, Charleston is my second home. So we love Charleston.
I got a question for you.
Please.
Was this before or after you had COVID?
Did I mention I had COVID? I don't know if that was mentioned. I had COVID. So yeah, we were scheduled to record a week ago, and it was going to be a week ago, last week on Thursday, and I went, no, Wednesday. And I said, man,
Tuesday.
We thought Tuesday. Wow, COVID brain. Oh no, say it again. There was a delay. Internet.
You started feeling like crap.
I felt like absolute Buddhissy. You know what that stands for?
What?
Buddhissy. Crap. It stands for crap. CRAP, crap. And no, I didn't. I told Emily like last week on Monday. I was like, I got home. I felt great. Had a good day at work, and I went, I don't know, Em. I just feel a little off. You kind of, you have that inkling where you're just not, shove that donut hole in your, savor that. Ladies and gentlemen, he just shoved like 4 donut holes down the gullet. He is chewing like there's no tomorrow, like it freaking owes him. Eat it up, Taylor. It's gone. Do you believe in magic, ladies and gentlemen? The magic of donut holes in one's mouth? Oh, he's still chewing. He's still chewing. I didn't think that was going to happen. Anyway, I told her, I don't know, I got a little, kind of like you right now, I got a little tickle in the back of the throat. Wasn't the powdered sugar, the confectioner's sugar. But you just know when you're getting sick. But this seemed a little different, right? And so had some chills later on that evening. Checked my temperature. Right on cue, 99 degrees. Had a little sweat. Woke up in a little bit of sweat. That's fine. Went to work. No big deal. Asymptomatic, right? No. So this past weekend, just a little less than a week ago, Em goes, her mother had a rapid COVID test at said house, at the townhouse, and went, Em, even if you don't, just see. And Em goes, fine. She swabbed herself. As soon as she put it down, that thing started showing up positive. She goes, yep, it's legit. I was like, dadgummit. Can't do anything about it now. So, hello, world. Great to see you, Charleston. Let me wipe my hand on your shirt, random stranger. But no, we had a great time despite the COVID. and drank a few Coronas, and we called it a weekend. Had a great time.
Good. That's good.
And then ever since then, work has actually been better. Work has been very productive, and we're off to a great start. But despite that, now that we've got a little bit of the house cleaning out of the way, I wanted to. We talked about it. We've alluded to it, and Lord knows we have worn it out beyond belief. But the 100 best Disney podcasts you must follow in 2023 has a ranking, and yours truly, Taylor and I, are part of that ranking. And I wanted to quote unquote show you that ranking. So I'm going to share my screen with the lovely ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to take a look at the latest ranking. Taylor, can you see what I'm looking at, or can you see it now?
I can.
Perfect. All right. So what we're looking at, it gets updated once or twice a week, give or take, sometimes more. But as you can see here, it is blah, blah, blah. They talk about traffic over 1 million, this and that. Great. Perfect. Total views as of today, 58,000. That's a lot. So as of August 8th, 2023, I know you can read the best Disney podcasts from thousands of podcasts on the web, ranked by traffic, social media followers, and freshness. How do you define freshness? Sounds a little subjective, but as you can see, we got number one. I think we've all heard of Diz Unplugged Disney Podcast. We have referenced them. We have used their stuff, and we always credit. But have you heard of them before?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. They have got quite a following and a contingent. We keep going. WDW Today Podcast, quite a bit. They have like a weekly show, number 5, the Walt Disney World News Today Podcast. I've heard of the WDW radio show, but yours truly, we have kind of been in limbo and bounced around a little bit. We were originally at number, weren't we 15?
15, yeah.
Yeah, we were 15. Well, Diz Life, Diggs, kicked us out of that. Cast Conversation, sounds super lame. 90s Disney, great, you're living in the past. Skull Rock Podcast, now this guy I want to get on board with, but irrelevant. We are at number 19, Taylor. Number 19.
Didn't we drop?
We have dropped. We were up. We went back up to 17, down to 18, back up to 16, and then walk. Yep, 19. BS. I call BS. Thoughts.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
We need to figure out why we're dropping.
But do you want
Maybe
to
if
rest
we filmed more and didn't have COVID and
I do mention that my back, the gray hair, it is shining in the breeze.
yeah.
The moonlight has quite the glow on your forehead there in white hair. Just for men, or just for Taylor?
Just for Taylor.
Just for Taylor, as that voice cracks. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. No, we, like I said, the ranking is just a ranking. That's not a big deal. But guess what?
At least we're even in the top 100.
Oh my gosh, to be in the top 50, the top 20.
Yeah.
Well, we are in the top 20. But sweet Jesus. I mean, to go from 15 to 19, yes, we've dropped. Who gives a shit? Now we've officially had the explicit ranking because we're cutting edge and we're like edgy. We're like the bad boy podcast now.
Do we have an explicit rating?
I can't. That is when the podcast is uploaded, YouTube will automatically screen for it, and you're like, yeah, no choice. I can say whether I can lie. I can lie on my server when I upload it and go, is it clean or is it explicit? Is it for kids? Sure.
This day and age, yeah.
We're dudes. Yeah, Disney, sure. But all that said and done, rankings are rankings, numbers are numbers. I don't care. I care, but I do care. I care, but I do care. That makes sense. Hey, two positives out. Just offset each other. But what I was going to say was, I wanted to jump into our official sponsor, our partnership, our affiliation. We are an affiliate. We are sponsored. Taylor, I wanted to give you a quick update on everything that Undercover Tourist has to offer. Okay. Now there is quite a bit. And I'm going to bring up Undercover Tourist now, and I'm going to share the screen and kind of give you a real quick basic idea on what we're dealing with here. So let me pull this thing up, and we are looking at here, bing, bang, bong. Can you see it, Taylor? I want to be sure that if you can see it, the people at home can see it. Great. So what I'm looking at, that's a good question, Taylor, off the side, and we will get there. And that is an off the podcast question. That's called a B-roll. But no, check it out. So this is who we're partnering with. This is undercovertourist.com. They reached out to us. They said, we like your stuff. We love your freshness. They keep talking about freshness. Like, what is that? Anyway, kidding. But no, they are the largest seller of Disney tickets outside of Disney themselves. And as you can see, take a look at this feature packed website. They offer discount tickets, hotels, car rentals. They will do your Disney.
No hidden fees.
No hidden fees. Exactly. What you see is what you get. Absolutely. And you get it all at a discount. Look at this. Same tickets for less. No catch, people. There's no catch. But check out what they offer also. This is new. Of course, obviously, theme parks. And you're looking at Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando Resort, and also Universal Studios Hollywood, SeaWorld Orlando, Legoland. Who doesn't want to go to Legoland? Disneyland. What? Legoland California, SeaWorld San Diego. And, oh, wait a minute. Look down here. The list goes on and on. Yeah. I'm going to tell you the park that I would love to get discount tickets for, Taylor. It's this one. Have you ever heard of Knott's Berry Farm?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. I saw a video on that last week. Look at that. That looks incredible. I would love to go to Knott's Berry Farm. Man, that would be cool. Sorry. That's a bucket list theme park, whatever. But anyway, point being is that, look at this. The Disneyland Resort in Los Angeles, or technically Anaheim, you can save up to $132, right?
That's good.
But there's something else about it. There's another trick to it, Taylor. And this is something that I wanted to mention, and this is something new as well. Taylor, we have a brand new website. We have a brand new website that you can not only visit, check out our newest content, but also support the podcast. And we have something we have talked about before. I didn't make it accessible. I didn't advertise it too much. And lazy, sure. Not knowing what I'm doing, absolutely. But at the same time, there's just something I wanted to bring to your attention. Okay? Did you know that we have a brand new website?
Yes.
We have a brand new website. It is live, and I can make changes on the fly. It is the easiest thing in the world. But we are also now sponsored by Linktree.com. Linktree.com we have partnered up with, and this is a new thing. They are hosting Deuces, and they are working with us, and they have helped us develop a website. And that's why I got it up and running so fast. Let me show you. I'm going to share my screen again. So much new information. I told you I had some new. Easy. Can you calm down? I'm trying to do a podcast. I'm trying to do a podcast here, man. So let me share my screen. Una más tiempo. And I'm going to show you our website. Check it out. Can you see it?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, we have a link embedded on basically, this is built for social media. It can be an absolute direct podcast or a direct link to your desktop. But who's nerdy enough to do that? Apparently me. But it is a link, linktr.ee/ The Disney Dudes Podcast. Check this out. We got our logo. We got our name. And we're just two Disney dudes / dads breaking down their heart emoji of family and all things Disney. Thumbs up, people. Hey, Taylor, got a question for you.
Shoot.
Do you ever want to save on theme park tickets? Or do you just want to pay? Do you want to pay full price?
No, I want to save on theme park tickets.
You want to say? I'm not trying to speak for the two people that actually listen to our podcast and the half of a brain of a person that actually subscribes. But check it out. You can click here. Oh, look at that magic. Not only can you subscribe to this website for any changes or any updates, but you can also click here. If you click on this link, let's find out where it takes us. Wait, are you seeing this as well?
No.
Nothing happened. Crap. When I click it, unfortunately, I have to manually go back and share that website. Maybe. So when you click on that website, guess where it takes you?
Back to this podcast.
It takes you right back to this podcast, which was super weird and super lame. No, what it does, this link. Say something so that people can see you shove pastries in your face. It's like a freaking chipmunk, like getting ready for the winter. You said you like Chippendale. Some BS. When I clicked on that link, I'm just going to show you where it took me. It takes you right to undercovertourist.com. Because if you click on that link, guess what? If you click on that link for discount tickets through our website, you not only get a discount on tickets, but we get a kickback as well. You not only are you getting a discount for your own tickets, but you're also, what is so funny, because I'm trying to explain something that is going to change our lives, Till. I'm trying to change our lives.
You're helping support the podcast.
You're helping. Thank you for reiterating that. You're helping support the podcast.
Don't think of it as a kickback for us. Just think of it as you're supporting the podcast. You single-handedly are supporting the podcast.
And you are single-handedly helping me make a car payment. I mean, supporting the podcast. But use that link. Do that. We are forcing you. If you don't do it, you have a cold black heart and you worship Satan. So, here we go. We're back at the website. Taylor, did you know that we have a Patreon program?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did? Because your internet went out. Golly. Okay. Are you like on a pedal bike that like keeps the internet going at your house? Like, what's that deal?
Yes, I am.
Perfect.
I'm in rural Virginia.
Rural. Just say rural. Matt Rule. Fired from the Panthers, thank God. But here, click on Patreon. Of course, you're not seeing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, when I click on that link, this is the most, yet again, we've already established it, ass backwards way to show off your goods. But what I wanted to show you was how you can support the podcast. Check it out. So you know that we are always working to create the quality content that you deserve as Disney Dudes podcast listeners, supporters, and lovers of what we do. But we can't do it without you. Be ready for a huge shout out and a few surprises when you support the Disney Dudes podcast. You can make a monthly contribution. Lord knows, 99 cents per month goes a long way for production costs. $4.99 per month would go a huge way. But friends, if you had a heart, Lord knows you would want to donate $9.99 per month. And you can do this with GPay. If it's depending on your phone, you can do it through your cell phone. You can, if you have Apple, if you have Android, it doesn't matter.
Let me talk to everybody real quick.
You can make that you can make that payment directly through your phone. Go for it.
This is Abbott's only way that he will ever get on OnlyFans. So please help him out.
Please.
For $9.99 per month, you'll be subscribed. You'll be a supporter. He will live chat with you. I will live chat with you. I don't care. But it will help out the podcast. We'll do more giveaways. Granted, we haven't done much giveaways, period. But I've got a bunch of stuff to give away.
Taylor,
and it's good stuff.
Piggybacking on the good stuff. For a one-time, this is gone. You know, I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, 72 hours for $69.99. I will do whatever you want. Please pay me money. Please pay me. Give me your money. I'll do great things. I'll do what you want. I'll be a dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. Okay? I'll be your tiny dancer for money. Okay, I'm done. It's getting weird. But as you can see, brand new website. We're excited about everything. We're excited about the future of the podcast. We're excited about you joining on and being a part of what we are creating. Everything we're doing is a lot of fun. We love doing it. I'm going to share it one more time. Linktree, as you can see, the very top of the screen. Taylor, if you can see it, the people at home can see it. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Perfect. And for people that are listening, it is LINKTR period /the Disney Dudes podcast. And I will put this in a description when I upload this podcast to the server, and it'll be in the description for when we premiere this on YouTube. So we have our save on theme park tickets. If you're going to buy any theme park tickets, use our website, use this link, support our website, and get your discount, people. You deserve it. One other thing, Taylor, we are officially verified on Twitter.
Yes, we are.
We have a Twitter link. We are officially verified on Twitter. We're very excited about this. We are growing and we are getting bigger, and it's faster than we anticipated. But regardless, we are on Twitter, X, whatever it's called at this point. But our handle on Twitter is at Disney Dudes 4U, the letter U. Disney Dudes 4U. So we're very excited about that. We are at Disney Dudes 4, letter U, Disney Dudes 4U. And I'll put that in the description notes at the bottom of your screen when we are done with that, or you can access it at any time, but that'll be available for you as we move forward. Taylor, a lot of great things, a lot of huge things coming our way. But please, there's one other thing that I wanted to bring up, actually two things before we jump in, because everything that we're doing beyond that is, fly by the seat of your pants, super fast. And we always say we're only going to this is going to be a short podcast, and it turns in like 5 hours later, and then we're done. Yeah. No, what I was going to tell you was, please be sure to like this video. If you're on YouTube, please be sure to like this video. Please be sure to tell your friends. Please subscribe. Likes get us seen. Likes get us noticed, and they give you more content. They help us grow and go. And so we are going to start updating our Grow and Go challenge in the near future. And we are going to challenge people to become a Disney dude, but not only become a Disney dude, but to help promote the Disney Dudes podcast. How can you do that? And I'm thinking on the fly right now, Taylor, the greatest reel gets the biggest shout out. Yes. How can you help the Disney Dudes podcast grow and go? What does that mean? Is that like a time-lapse video of our logo on a pot for a plant? And someone takes a video, like a 5-second video of a plant over like 6 months, and we get to watch it grow and go. Isn't that a great idea?
Or you can just shoot a video while you're at a park, while you're doing something fun, tag us in it, say, I love watching or listening to the Disney Dudes podcast. Anything.
Aspiration is not exuding from your voice. Anything, people. Anything. Please.
Anything.
Anything.
Just tag us.
I got a fever.
No, it's cool.
I need more grow and go.
Yeah, the more we get tagged, the more people see us. Not only can we do more things for the podcast, but we can interact more with the people.
Our friends, our family. You're our family. You're our community. We have a community of dudes and dudettes, of people, of dudes. If I'm a dude, you're a dude, she's a dude, then we're all dudes. The Disney Dudes podcast.
It's even. I'll tell you how crazy it is.
Okay.
What you just said. If you're a dude, now I'm a dude, and she's a dude, and he's a dude, and we're all dudes. Mm-hmm. My wife even said that the other day in the car.
What? Explain.
Yes.
Talk about it.
She just said it out of the blue. I'm like, that's our motto for the podcast. And she was like, no, really? I was like, yeah. And I said,
really?
And I went through and was like, this is Abbott's supposed theme song. If you're a dude and I'm a dude and we're all dudes, she's a dude, and I'm a dude, and he's a dude.
I need to re-record that. It's bad.
Yeah, like that. And she was like, oh wow, I didn't know that. So
yeah,
you're turning her into a Disney dude.
Wow.
So
that's something. That's significant. Okay. It is.
Yeah.
I'll take it back. My heart is warmed. I feel honored to hear that. That makes this episode right there. Our efforts are now validated to this point, but let's continue that validation. Help us grow and go. Help us push this thing. Taylor, one last thing before we jump in. What is your countdown, get over it, And one more thing. One more. What is your countdown to Disney?
I would be completely honest with you. I have no clue.
That's why I have my phone. How many days until November 5th? I have 87 days until I am back home in Disney. 87 days is my official countdown. That is not long. That'll fly by, I'm hoping.
93 days.
There you go. Look at that. 7 days apart. Now, if you did the math, I'm not a mathematician, but if you did the math, there might be some overlap there. Is there a certain day that overlaps with our vacations at Disney?
Yes. No.
I'm on to
Saturday.
something.
Saturday, November the 11th.
What's so important, or is there anything about that? What's up with that?
The first night of Jollywoods.
Jollywood Nights. What is that?
That is Hollywood Studios' first ever holiday party. It's like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, but the Christmas version.
Oh, good way to put it, because I've never witnessed Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
Ooh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good. You are good. But I did not confirm this last time, but in the interim time, I have officially booked our tickets. I have booked our tickets, and my wife and I, my bride and I, we are going to be there in full pageantry, full regalia, full Disney Christmas regalia. We will be ready. It'll just, now my family will be back at the Port Orleans French Quarter, and they've already agreed to it. They're like, you know what? We'll be tuckered out. We'll be at the Magic Kingdom all day. Em and I have got to work out the logistics, but Lord knows we'll be there with bells on. We can't wait. We're going to be there. I can't speak for you.
We're going to be there as well. And it's not just going to be me and my bride, but it's going to be me, my bride, Wellesley, my she'll be almost 3, but my 2.5-year-old.
Yep.
My 6-month-old, when she gets there, Charlie. My mom and my mother-in-law. So we're going to be rolling 6 deep.
Man. Oh, you are, man. I mean, just in it to win it. In it to win it. And that's it. And that's when y'all get in town, right? That's your
we get in town. We get in town. That's the first day.
Yeah. Wow.
So we get in town the first day. Probably we'll get in town around 11 or 12, I'm hoping. And we can go to the we can do some, just chill out at the hotel, I guess. And then get ready for the night.
That's it. I'm excited. And I know that there is another individual that's going to be there.
Yes.
Who else is going to be there? Confirmed. He can't wait. We're on board.
Once upon a veteran.
Marco's going to be there. Marco's going to be there, man. Our guest for our Run Disney episode. I can't wait. I can't wait. He's bought his tickets. He's going to be there. He's even going for the first. I don't know for the first, but he's already booked his tickets for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
I know.
I'm jealous.
I am too.
But that's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. Whatever. But regardless of that, I said that was it.
But it's not.
But it's not. It never is with me. It never is. It's never ending. The abyss that is my brain and my mouth. Open up, Abbott. We're going deep. The Run Disney themes for the springtime surprise weekend were announced.
Open up.
Okay, this is getting weird. Okay, what? Are those your chocolate salty balls that you made?
No, those are
how you describe.
Those are just cake donut holes.
Oh, you told me something about your chocolate salty balls and how you had your own like secret recipe.
No, that's not me.
That's not you. Okay,
it must be your other friend.
Mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Might be swinging a mess on my end, but no. The theme is the oh gosh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it right here. The whole theme, and I made a post on Instagram today, and I assume you saw it. They had the Neverland 5K. They have the Adventurous Out There 10K, and that's an up themed race or run. And they also have the Stitches Ohana Challenge, which is the every race, and that equals
Yeah.
19.3 miles. That would be a dream come true.
That's a cool
I
one.
would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat. But the one that I want to sign up for, and I'm trying to get you, boy, you were quick, shoving that shit in your mouth, shoving that in your mouth. Sorry, me. Sorry, friends. Yeah, shove that shit in your mouth like this. No, the Hakuna Matata 10 miler. It is. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, can you? Probably no. We're not going to attempt that. But it is Simba. It is a Lion King themed 10 miler. Taylor, I'm going to put you on the spot, and if you can't do it, there's no pressure. But I'm putting you on the spot. I want to do it, but I'm not even guaranteeing that I can do it. Right? Because my situation is childcare. Like, what is that contingency if I go? Because if I go, I can't go. I could do it by myself, but I don't want to upset Emily. I don't want to upset my bride. I don't want to upset my wife. She's done 2 back-to-back races with me, and I'd love to round out the trilogy with one more and revisit that same race.
I got a really good idea.
What?
Maybe if we get enough support for the podcast,
okay,
subscribers, patrons, maybe that can put us there
in less than 2 weeks' time, because the sign up is August 22nd. Now, this is the race that does not fill up. It's not like the marathon or the Disney Princess half marathon. But this one, it's become more popular. You could wait a day and still probably be able to sign up for it. The first time we signed up for the 10 miler, we signed up for it in the December after they announced it that previous August.
Maybe just maybe we can get enough support for the podcast in 2 weeks' time. 12 days.
All right, we're going to start a campaign. Grow and go.
Grow and go. Run.
The Hakuna Matata Grow and Go campaign. Or Grow and Go, Hakuna Matata, Grow and Go Challenge.
Yep.
What do you think?
I like it.
Okay. We'll get an acronym. We'll get a banner. We'll get it going. I'm going to start pumping that up on the Disney Dudes premium podcast, which is our alternate channel, our broadcast channel on Instagram. So we'll do that. Anyway, I'm done with that. But there is one thing that I wanted to introduce to you. One thing I wanted to step into, the macabre, the dark, the interesting. One might say, hey, baby, the supernatural. When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candlelights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the history of the Haunted Mansion. That's right, the history of the Haunted Mansion. Not Haunted Mansion, but mansions. Taylor, it is roulette. Tell me, take a mansion, and let's take a little mini deep dive on that mansion.
All right.
Talk to me. What you got?
Ideally, you would think that I'm going to start with Disney World or Disneyland.
You are.
But I'm not.
I'm wait. Come again?
We're going to go to Paris.
You bitch. Okay, go.
What is it called?
I'm all queued up and frothy on this one. This is my favorite one. It's the newest one. You jerk. Maybe not. I think it is. Whatever. The Phantom Manor.
Yes.
The Phantom Manor.
All right. Go ahead. Tell me.
No, you want to do this one.
Okay. So
go. Jump in.
Number one, Phantom Manor. It's in Paris. Paris or Euro Disney, Paris, Disneyland, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
It is the only one that from the outside looks like a haunted, dilapidated house.
Okay.
They chose to do Phantom Manor, not with the same old ghosts. They themed it to a Western theme.
Cool.
So it's a Western, like saloon ghost town thing, which is really cool. And it is the only one that has a true like skeleton.
So it's a little bit.
Jesus,
Would you say it's a little bit creepier? Is a little scarier?
Yes.
Compared to others?
Yes.
Okay.
The skeleton replaces the Hatbox Ghost in this one.
Oh, interesting enough. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Because I do have a full history here.
Okay, go ahead.
This is like, and this is not me, because you definitely did. See, you're a step ahead of me because you're like, this is what I know. This is my brain. I'm just gonna read. But actually, you're right. It's based upon Henry Ravenswood, born 1795. I mean, the rich history of this, the whole storyline, just Disney being Disney. It's nuts.
Yep.
The Easter eggs, everything, the callback to there's a Indiana Jones roller coaster at Disneyland Paris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on your way to that roller coaster, they have an airplane, right? From like Raiders of the Lost Ark that says C-3PO on a wing of the plane. Like these little like just nods to other movies and other genres and other.
You know where it was used in Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
Tell me.
When Jock,
yeah,
Lindsay,
yes,
Indiana Jones up at the very first.
It says
C-3PO. Yeah.
Really? It says
yes.
You taught me something new. You took me to school. That's cool. That's interesting.
And you can also possibly find the actor who plays Jock Lindsay hanging out at the Jock Lindsay Hangar bar in Disney Springs sometimes.
That's one of my favorite bars of all time. I went there for the first time this past year. It was incredible. I underestimated how cool it was. But Henry Ravenswood was a Western settler who struck gold in Big Thunder Mountain and founded the Big Thunder Mountain Mining Company. So there's your origin story for that. Thus creating the city of Thunder Mesa, Frontierland as a whole. Ravenswood became rich and built himself a Victorian manor high on Boot Hill, overlooking Big Thunder Mountain, where you can see Big Thunder Mountain right across the lake. And that thing actually goes underwater. Their Big Thunder Mountain goes underwater and back up, which is awesome. Thunder Mesa. He became rich and beautiful and built himself a Victorian mansion, Boot Hill, overlooking Big Thunder Mountain, where he raised his family, his wife Martha, and daughter Melanie Ravenswood, born 1849. Big Thunder Mountain was thought by the local Native Americans to be home to the Thunderbird, a powerful spirit. According to the legend, its wrath would fall on any who disturbed the mountain. However, Ravenswood would not believe the stories. Of course not. Time went by, and the gold in Big Thunder Mountain began to run out, making miners dig deeper into the mountain. Melanie grew from a girl into a beautiful young woman who caught the eye of many would-be suitors. 4 such men courted Melanie, but each met their somewhat unfortunate fate or demise not long after their respective intentions of marrying her were known.
So
just when Melanie, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just when Melanie thought herself was doomed to a lonely life, she became engaged to a train engineer who planned to take her far away from Thunder Mesa. Who would want to leave Paris? Whatever. It's dirty, believe me. But much to the dismay of Henry, Henry did everything he could to stop the wedding, but his attempts were put to an abrupt end when a terrible earthquake in 1860 struck Thunder Mesa and killed he and Martha. It seemed the Thunderbird had been awakened, and the family was never heard of again. After several years, a story of what really happened came out underneath the rubble on Melanie's wedding day. Shortly thereafter, a mysterious phantom, unknown to anyone, appeared at the manor while Melanie was preparing in her room. The phantom lured her suitor up to the attic, where he hanged him by the neck from the rafters. This is extreme. This is extreme, even by Disney's standards. In the ballroom, the birds sat alone. Hours went by with no sign of the groom. Guests filed slowly away, leaving Melian alone in the house with a staff of maids and butlers. Someday, she told herself, he will come. And so, having never taken her wedding dress off or dropped her bouquet in preparation for her loved one's return, she wandered the house aimlessly, singing melancholy songs. And to this day, the phantom laughs at her. I mean, good Lord. Talk about a backstory. And this goes on and on and on. There's more to it, but I'm going to cap it there. Wow. Yeah. I did not know that. And I want that movie. I want that movie.
That's like a Hallmark and a Lifetime movie mixed with Disney.
Yes. Yes. And it's a Halloween-themed Disney movie sponsored by Hallmark and Lifetime. Yeah. Thank you, Hallmark and Lifetime. You're well, or Freeform. It could be broadcast on Freeform, which makes me think Lifetime. Yeah, that obviously my version of Europe is London, and that's not even Europe. But I've been, I guess, somewhat close to the Phantom Manor. But
I've been to Paris and did not even know that
you've been to Paris. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
I didn't know that there was a Disney land there.
Oh, you jerk. Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck out loud. No, that I've seen the ride queue. It looks cool.
Yeah.
The whole theme, their version of Frontierland or Thunder Mesa. I mean, get out of here, right? That's such a cool Thunder Mesa. Such a cool name. Thunder Mountain. Yeah. Mesa's Mountain. Hello. Wow. Hey, brain. Now just clicking on. Oh, we're doing a podcast. Here we are.
Yeah. How about
that? How about that? No.
You walk in so we can get Abbott some help. Please.
Yeah, please. Anyone willing to give me a lifeline or an AED to shock me back into reality in the present moment.
99 cents. All we need.
99 cents is. I said. I'll drop that joke. Yeah, the $9.99. Preferably $9.99, $4.99. If you're cheap, but if you're really like majority of us people, 99 cents. What's that? A cup of coffee? Come on, people. Come on, give it up. It's per month. I mean, sweet Jesus. I will print your picture out and I'll wear it I'll wear your face as a mask. I'll poke out your eye holes and your mouth hole, and I will talk at you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to wear you. I'm not going to have a skin suit of your face. Shit. This is not how you lure people in, Taylor. You're the example. I'm the non-example of how to make money. I'm allergic to networking.
We need money to take classes on networking.
And Abbott needs the therapy.
He needs help.
Real professional help. I need a doc. I'll even take a quack. Oh, Donald Duck, where are you when I need you? Anyway. Oh my gosh. But no, the ride itself, it shows the bride, the daughter, her standing and just looking, and she's in that wedding dress, and that sets the tone for the whole ride. It's a great ride. Oh, yeah. Taylor, which Haunted Mansion do you want to take next? What's next? You tell me. You can be cliche. It's fine. It's easy.
Well, let's go to Disney World.
Disney World. Perfect. Magic Kingdom. Wonderful. Tell me a little more about the Magic Kingdom, the Haunted Mansion of the Magic Kingdom.
The type of architecture style is from the Hudson Valley or Hudson River.
I didn't realize that.
Yes. So Disneyland is more Georgian-esque plantation, Louisiana, New Orleans style. This one is Hudson River, very Gothic. And cool fact is there's a show building directly behind the cemetery. Directly behind, so you know where Rapunzel's the bathrooms are?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Back that way
Uh-huh.
is Haunted Mansions show building. Next to it is it's a small world.
Really? Because I know in my only
And I want to say it's like
correlation.
50. I want to say it's like a 50,000 square foot.
Wow. My only correlation to that is the kitchen for Liberty Tree Tavern is also the same kitchen as Skipper's Canteen, I think, or just how those kitchens connect. Like they're right. You just don't, the facades you see, it blows your mind. So
Yep.
that makes sense. So the show building is right. So if I look up and I see Mr. Toad, right, standing there, the homage to him in the graveyard, I walk out
Right behind.
to my left, directly behind that is the show building. How about that?
And you really can't see it because they do such a good job of hiding it.
You can't see anything. I would have never thought.
Yeah.
Man,
And the cool thing about so that's Disney World, Disneyland.
Yes. Uh-huh.
It's outside of the park actually. The show.
Really?
You have to go.
Wow.
So when you're in the stretching room there,
Yes.
it's an elevator that takes you down
Huh.
and takes you underneath the railroad tracks when you get on your dune buggy.
Yeah. Real. I know that you go under the railroad track with, or correct me if I'm wrong, with Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Don't you go under the train tracks or you go underwater? No, something like that for Pirates of the Caribbean.
For Disneyland?
Disneyland.
I think, yeah, probably.
I think there's something like, but it's something
Haunted
similar.
Mansion and maybe Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Because I know Space Mountain
Yes.
in Disney World is the same thing.
Okay.
You go underneath the railroad tracks, and the actual ride itself is outside the park.
I knew that. I did know that. There's the queue, because the queue goes, you realize, you see the grading goes down.
You go like this.
You go down and up, right? And that's going under the railroad track, the queue. Interesting.
Yep.
That's cool. See, yet again, little mystery thing, little nitpicky things you don't realize, people. You don't realize. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there.
But Disney World, getting back to that.
Yeah, please.
I was watching a video of this guy was going through the ghosts, how many ghosts there were in that Haunted Mansion. I want to say he said it was like 404 maybe.
Wow.
Total. But if you count the eyes on the wallpaper,
yeah,
that it comes up to $9.99 apparently.
Interesting enough. So they don't lie. I would assume they wouldn't lie.
No,
but that's cool.
Yeah. So that's that. They're chess pieces that are on the house.
Is that now? I've heard arguments between the two, right? It is. It isn't, and it's an homage to an Imagineer.
Yes.
Right. But are they? They have to be chess pieces. One's a king, one's a queen. That's what I see.
They're legitimate chess pieces.
They are. Thank you.
You have every single one except for the knight.
Yeah.
And that's because in the Haunted Mansion, it's always night.
There we go. I like it. That's good. You know. Apparently, this was your idea for a topic. You know your stuff.
Yes. Let's see what else. If you go on a VIP tour, you go back behind and you get to see the servants' quarters.
I've seen videos.
And they ring a bell. It's really actually kind of cool. So you can see like what rooms, Master Gracie's room, his bell there. You see the actual clock, one of the clocks they used in Disneyland. They brought it to Disney World.
Wow.
And it's down there.
Yeah. Very cool.
Like just a mantle clock.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I wanted to write my name in the book, but I didn't have a chance to do that.
I've heard about it. I have seen that.
Yeah. I would love to take a walkthrough tour of it. Just because, just to see how everything works. The magic.
Yes.
The spectacles.
Absolutely. But no, But, well, you tell me. I've heard that, of course, because they do the holiday overlay with Nightmare Before Christmas, and they start that in this. When did they start that at Halloween? Right in August. Had they shut, or when did they start that? That
I
holiday
thought it was,
overlay
it was November.
is in
Right
November.
yeah.
I'm way off. I'm way off. You're right. You're right. Because they shut it down for at least like 30 days, couple of weeks, maybe whatever, 3 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
to. But regardless of that, I've heard the actual ride itself, and I'm not talking about, because my only correlation is like the length of Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland is longer than Disney World. Great, perfect. And I've heard, it's tomato, of course, and it's relevant to where we live regionally. We're much closer to Disney World. It's a hike, more expensive to go to Disneyland. Bucket list. We're going to go in the near future, hopefully. But
If we get support for the podcast.
if we get support, grow and go, support us, give us all your money. Give us $9.99. That 99 cents. Come on, that'll give me like 10 seconds. I can look at it from I can see a picture of it
A postcard.
from my internet. Come on, man. You're asking for way too much. Chill with that. Come on, don't get ahead of yourself. Postcard, my foot. That takes materials, textiles. Get out of here. Logistics. But I've heard the queue compared to the queue at the Disney World Haunted Mansion is light years beyond the queue at Disneyland.
Yeah.
The ride itself for Disneyland is better, but the only difference I know of is the Hatbox Ghost, and that's now coming to Disney World. So,
And it was supposed to open. It reopened today. They did a refurbishment at Disney World today, or
yes,
from August the August the 6th to August the
okay,
no, or August the 8th to August the 10th. They opened it back
yes,
up today.
yes. Okay,
And the line was very, very long.
sure.
However, there was no Hatbox Ghost.
When the hell is that?
Still not there.
Yeah, when the hell is that going to happen?
They're saying the end of the year. So
End of the
saying
year?
possibly
Are we
November,
gonna see it?
possibly
November.
December.
We might see it. End of November.
What if
What is your-
what if you go on the ride and it's not there, and I go on the ride and it is?
Then you can go yourself in that situation. So that's fine. So I did want to piggyback on one thing for the Magic Kingdom,
Yep.
for the Disney World Haunted Mansion. Here in 2007, the attraction, I didn't realize this, underwent a significant refurbishment known as the Re-Haunting, which upgraded the sound system in the stretching room to get the effect of the ghost host voice moving through the room, a little more of a spatial audio type situation apparently, and adding new sound effects brought in updates to the seance room and attic that had been added to Disneyland's mansion in 2005 and 2006. Replaced the Sinister 11's gallery with the changing portraits while spreading the Sinister 11 paintings across the mansion. The spiders being replaced by the new endless staircase scene and re-recording the grim grinning ghosts vocal in the graveyard scene. This was followed in 2011 by an expanded queue feet area featuring new tribute headstones and 3 large interactive crypts.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Additionally, the original hitchhiking ghosts effect was replaced by digitally projecting computer animated ghosts that more directly interacted with the guests in the mirrors. I do remember where they were projected with you on the ride, or as a child, I remember that, and then seeing the change when I went back again, because I went when I was 18 in 1999, and then of course 2018, 19 years later.
And those ghosts, the ones
Yes.
that were the actual authentic ghosts,
Yes.
the animatronics,
Uh-huh.
just sold at an auction. And I said that last
Ooh.
podcast for $320,000.
All 3.
Yep, all 3.
Ugh.
But the cool thing is, jumping into the movie,
Yeah.
one of the ghosts that's in the queue in Disney World makes a
Yes.
very, 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 very large, has a very large role.
Cool. Okay. Good to know.
I'm going to say.
More anticipation going into the weekend. Taylor, I say we go ahead and jump into Disneyland
Let's
to
go.
expedite our adventure. What do you have in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland in New Orleans Square?
It was the first one.
Okay.
It was after Walt Disney passed away.
Yes.
He put Yo Gracie, and oh my gosh, I should have my Disney card revoked.
You're fine. Too late.
Rolly Crump,
I'll take it. Uh-huh.
and there was another gentleman, and he was with Pirates of the Caribbean. Mark.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Davis.
Yes, Mark Davis.
Oh. Yale Gracie. Rolly Crump. Mark Davis. Claude Coates.
And Claw Coach. Yep.
Yep.
Those are the main four that created the
Yes.
Haunted Mansion.
Correct.
And Rolly Crump just passed away this year.
That's right. That's right.
And if you think about it,
Mhm.
what is the Hatbox Ghost's name? That's their little way of paying tribute to him, apparently.
Very cool. That's very cool. Unless you're talking.
I know
want to.
nobody's seeing it. Nobody's seeing it.
They saw it. They
Good.
saw it. I saw it. They saw it.
Good.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. But no, the original attraction was set to be in New Orleans Square, and as such, the mansion was designed with it, like you said before, like the movie, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. A Louisiana Bayou flair. It says here that Paul Frees provided the narration, and with all elements in place, the ride was ready to open. Sadly, by the time the Haunted Mansion welcomed its first guests on August 9th, 1969, Walt, like you said, to confirm, because we had to confirm this, people, he had passed away at this point.
Yep.
Because he died in 1966, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Nevertheless, Disneyland's newest attraction was an instant success, and visitors to the park loved the new ride, right?
Yep.
But there's one thing, and I'm not trying to do a callback to Disney World's Magic or Haunted Mansion, but apparently that was already in production. Though I didn't realize that Disney World's or Magic Kingdom's Walt Disney World's Haunted Mansion was already in production, right? Because that was an opening day attraction, right? So to me, that's awesome. That's awesome. In 1971. Thank you. 1971. To me, that's I knew it. I heard that before, but that's different to me. But I think that the versatility of the OG Haunted Mansion, there's more to it. I love the fact that they honor it. They do such a great job with it in that they do that holiday overlay. So that I'd love to see both. I'd love to go the day before, and the next day it's just there it is. Well, that's not the case. I'd love to see it before and after.
Yeah.
That's a lot of visits and a lot of money. But I think we're getting to a point where we have two more, and we can expedite this.
Two more.
Yeah, well, there are two more. Oh, there are two more. We had the Haunted Mansion at Tokyo Disneyland, my friend. Now, this one is closer to, it's basically a copy paste of, and we don't have to visit too
Walt
much.
Disney World.
There you go. Exactly. The setting is essentially the same, but it says the mansion is, however, architecturally modeled after the manner from the Liberty Square version of the ride Walt Disney World. The version of the mansion was located in upstate New York, like you said, in the Hudson River Valley, as a means of thematically connecting it to American ghost story settings like Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. As such, stories as that of Sleepy Hollow are considered fairy tales, not only in Tokyo, but in America. There you go. So they piggyback on that, just to the lure of that. It could be possible the attraction is intended to be in the Sleepy Hollow area, connected by the fantasy world of Fantasyland, because that's where it's located.
Yep.
There you go, in Tokyo Disneyland. However, no
That's
further
what
indication.
yeah.
Just like the Magic Kingdom's mansion, Tokyo's Manor is a two-floored brick and stone Dutch Gothic mansion. The mansion has a tower and a cupola located above the front doors, which guests do not enter from, rather from the remains of an unfinished wing. In real life, the manor is visually based on the Joel Rathbone estate that was built outside of Albany, New York in 1841 and demolished in 1867. So that is basically is copy paste. There are a few subtle differences, and there are the notable variations are the mansions are decorated with statues of griffins. The waiting queue is decorated to look more like an unfinished wing of the mansion left in ruin. So it's like kind of dilapidated. So it's meant to look a little. I'm looking at a picture of a spear, like what is the knight that holds the spear, on the ride? They have a window that's broken out with the two window panes like projected out and a spear sticking out of it. It's like a broken window. In the unfinished wing, there's a fountain which has the devil head for the ride carved into it. The devil's usual place is replaced by a wailing skull. A spear is shattered through one of the windows of the mansion's exterior, and the names on the tombstones in the family plot are different. New characters are included here: Mr. West, Digger, Chauncey Xavier, Brother Dodd, and Borden. Existing ones are Fred, Grandpa Mark, and Brother Dave. Friend, there is one more mansion.
Did you say Charles Xavier was one of the?
I said, hold on. Chauncey, Xavier. Chauncey or Xavier, Brother Dodd, and Borden. Almost like, interesting, infamous person that murdered her parents. Lizzie Borden, right?
Yep.
Lizzie Borden. So that is a reference to her. But Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and put you on the spot because no one's going to listen to this portion of the podcast, and I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. There's one more manor. There's one more haunted house. What is it?
What is it, Abbott? I'm putting you back on the spot.
I'm staring at it. What is it, Taylor? I'm putting you on the spot. Yep. Way to go with the Socratic method. I will answer your question with a question. Because you won't have a question for my question. You should have an answer for my question.
I'm drawing a blank on it.
Mystic Manor.
There we go. Yeah, that's following the
Mystic
monkey.
Manor. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Mystic Manor is Hong Kong Disneyland. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Mystic Manor is on. And I know it's a stretch. It's not a mansion. It's a manor.
Yeah.
Really, what is the difference
It's
between a
not
mansion?
weird.
Hola. Mystic Manor is the exotic home of Lord Henry Mystic, one of the founding members of the Society of the Explorers and the Adventurers, SEA. What is that a reference to? You know this. It's a callback to rides that have movies. Another ride that has a movie. Do you smell what I'm cooking? Do you smell what I'm
Jungle
cooking?
Cruise.
That's it. That is their society. That is the
Cool.
That's it. It is a callback. It is a reference. And his pet monkey Albert, Lord Mystic first set eyes on the jungle of Mystic Point many years ago and was enchanted by the tropical locale, giving it the name it has today, Mystic Manor, and clearing out some of the jungle to make his home there. The same location was also where he met Albert, the monkey, having rescued the monkey from a giant spiderweb. Mystic Manor was the product of Lord Mystic's lifetime of adventuring around the globe, starting with Victorian influences, but incorporating a hodgepodge of architectural styles from all over the world. Construction of the manor was completed in 1896, and soon Mystic was housing his impressive private collection of rare artifacts and antiquities there, making it a one-of-a-kind museum. Question: would you consider the Haunted Mansion? I know we have our various versions across the world, internationally known. Would you call that a museum? Would you call the Haunted Mansion a museum of sorts?
It was supposed to be, and Rolly Crump designed it to be a museum of weird and unusual strange items.
That's it. That's haunted hosts. And like an antiquity or an antique could be a host for a ghost. The antiques and everything in there, so yet again, they are your ghost hosts. Oh my gosh. I just blew my own mind. Not yours. Not yours. Not yours. Because your brain's not. You're not as superstitious as me. I'm from South Carolina. I have to fall in line. But as of 1908, Lord Mystic has opened the manor for tours to anyone visiting Mystic Point, conducting guests through his home safely and speedily thanks to his patented magneto-electric carriages. So that is the history of that. Have you ever seen? And it's like the haunted. It's like the Haunted Mansion, but it's a little more interactive and it's more of an updated, more cutting edge.
It's like Ratatouille.
There you go. Yeah, I can give you that. I can give you that. What but have you? Yeah, you've seen like a ride for it's a cool looking ride. It's a cool looking ride. I think it's pretty cool, but it's definitely different. It's almost kind of like the Sinbad ride at Disney Sea. You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, check out the Sinbad. There's a Sinbad ride, The Adventures of Sinbad. It's kind of like that. But it's a water ride. It's a dark ride, but there are various scenes where Sinbad is, overcoming adversity, blah blah blah, adventurer, this and that. It's a whole thing.
So you're talking about you're not talking about Sinbad like the comedian.
No. We're not going to get into the whole what is it, the Mandela effect, because apparently he was in oh gosh. Apparently, like the Mandela effect is like people thought Mandela died like at least 20 years before he actually died. No, he's actually released from prison in South Africa. People just think something happened because it was a rumor, right? But there's no evidence to back it up. They thought he was in Shazam. They thought he was the genie in no, that's Shaq. That's Shaq. And I'm not even going to look it up. But anyway, it's the whole thing. Sinbad was not a genie. It was Shaq. Shaq was the genie. When I think genie, I think Shaq.
Yeah.
And so they missed, and yet again, to end the podcast, I think Disney really missed a genuine opportunity when they cast slap him in the face Will Smith instead of Shaquille O'Neal.
I agree.
He would have been light years beyond him. He is a god amongst men.
That's Charles Barkley. Never mind.
These impressions only get better. But anyway, Taylor, anything that you want to add to what we've covered? A lot. We've covered a lot.
Just everybody go out and support the Haunted Mansion. And then after you see and support the Haunted Mansion move, support the podcast.
Support the podcast. I cannot reiterate that enough. I'm going to wear out our website. I'm going to wear out our link to Undercover Tourist. People, follow that link. Sign up. Buy your tickets. And there's one thing I didn't mention. Taylor. Undercover Tourist, because not only being the largest names in family entertainment as Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Legoland, they are now going to be partnering with, you ready for it? Six Flags, Cedar Fair Parks, but also AMC, Regal, and Cinemark movie theaters. Taylor.
Tickets to movie theaters now.
So use our link.
Are you going to use your link?
I'm going to use my link. Yes.
You get the tickets tomorrow?
I'm going to use my link for probably Saturday or Sunday. More than likely Sunday, because it's more laid back, because we have more errands to run on Saturday. But regardless, either day, yes, I'm going to use the link to support the podcast because
you need to upload a reel when you watch it. After the movie's over. Say how it is.
I'm going to get my reaction. I'm going to get my kids' reactions because it's a family affair. This podcast is a family affair. We got to get our kids more involved. Let's do this thing. All right, man. Anything else to add? You're in good shape?
Good shape.
Bren, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate the time.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. My
A
pleasure
pleasure.
is your pleasure.
A pleasure. You said pleasure.
I said pleasure. I said pleasure, but your
It
ears
has
are
been
getting
a
old. It has. It is. I know, and I'm visually pleasing as well to you and only you. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
They won't hear that. But anyway, I'm Disney Dude Abbott,
Disney Dude Taylor.
and we will see y'all soon. Have a good one.
Oh,